All right, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm 3 minutes late. I apologize. Before we get started, for everyone at home, if you could please remember to mute your microphones so we don't have background noise. And now we'll get started. So it's, what day is it? I don't even know.
Saturday.
Yeah, but what
Oh,
day,
the 11th.
Daisy?
It's the 11th.
It's the 11th. Daisy, I don't know if I can see you. There you are. There's Daisy's face.
Hi for everyone at home.
How is everyone? Good? Would you mind closing the sliding doors?
Sure.
Thank you. Upright, that's good. I thought of the two of you because I got an email from the Thunderbirds that they are in the playoffs again. So I might try and secure tickets. We'll see. Good morning, Shirley. So I might see if I can get some tickets. But I immediately thought, I mean, no offense, but they come every time and they always ask me about hockey. So that's where my brain automatically goes. So we will go ahead and get started. I'm running with a little bit different of a program than normal. So I don't know if this is going to advance myself. Yeah, it is. There you go, Daisy.
Sweet. Okay, so last week, Tuesday, well, this week, I guess, earlier this week, we had a really special Sips and Supper, which is where we pair wines with different foods. What was special about this particular one is that Catherine was able to get wines directly from Italy. So they were really nice wines. I heard that the food was delicious. I mean, you can see right here, the apple crostata, people were raving about that. So I think everyone had a really good time. There were lots of people in attendance. I think we had something like 58.
It was our biggest one we've had.
Yeah.
Even when it was Grapes and Grub and then Sips and Supper, it was the largest one we've had.
Yeah, so it was a really big turnout, and I think that the wine spoke for itself, and our culinary team did an amazing job. So from what I've heard, I wasn't there personally, but from what I've heard, it was a great time. Mm-hmm.
Everyone raved about it. And you know, it was just like a nice little salad. It was amazing.
I love panzanella. It is fresh because it's got those fresh tomato and it's just bright flavors. It's very like straight from the garden kind of taste that you get. So good. And I was noticing this beautiful, like, I don't know if that's like a pesto or a basil, what this dripping situation is, but it's gorgeous. There's probably a culinary name for that dripping thing. I don't know. That's the technical name. Yeah. A drizzle. That's, yeah. But it's not, it's more of like a plop. A plopette. But yes, this was a great one. And I heard rave reviews about the chicken puttanesca and heard rumor that people were urging for it to be on the mantle menu. So put what on the menu? Put the panzanella on there. I'll add that note too, because I love a panzanella, and if I could get that every day I'm here, I would be a happy camper. Yeah. Yeah, it's fresh, good colors. Yeah, I love panzanella. So excellent. We're learning today, guys. I'm using a different form of PowerPoint than I normally do. Do you remember what your next slide was? I think it was your
International Women's Day. Yeah.
Where's the top? Is there an arrow on here? Oh, what's that? No. There we go.
Troubleshooting. All right. So on Wednesday.
What? No. We took you to Pierogi.
Yeah. So this was my International Women's Day event. This was kind of my first event that I designed. So it was pretty special to me. Wednesday, we went up to Seattle. We took the light rail into town, and it actually worked out perfectly. The light rail station was a block away from the Pierogi restaurant. So it was a really short walk. We walked over to the Pierogi restaurant, and oh my goodness, these pierogies were so phenomenal. And some of the ladies that went got these cabbage rolls.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're some kind of Russian dish that I have never had before, but my goodness, it was delicious. It was like spicy with tender meat in the middle. It was a great time. So we hung out there. They have a coffee shop in there too. So it was a really adorable place. We had a great time. And then we walked up to the Women Painters of Washington Art Gallery, which is a really great place. It was started in the 1930s by women and for women. So only women painters are admitted into this gallery. And the artwork was stunning. There were about 25 different artists. They all had several different paintings, and everybody was able to get a little postcard. And they sell postcards that are prints of this art for $7. So I know. And the best part, I think, was the curator took extra special time. This is a free gallery. She took extra special time to put out snacks and drinks for us. She gave us pens as souvenirs. She walked us through the gallery and told us all about the artists. And she was just so passionate about the art. I thought that it was a really special day. And we were able to avoid the rain mostly when we left. It was drizzling a little, but we didn't get too wet. And yeah, we all made it home in one piece. And I think everyone had a really great time. I sure did.
Yes, I was very proud of Daisy. I sent her to Seattle by herself. Well, not Catherine went.
Catherine did come, yeah.
Yes, so Catherine went, and Catherine came home with a print that she proudly hung in the office with some mismatched push pins that we were working so that it's displayed a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we're going to get her a frame.
Yeah, we're going to get a frame for Catherine.
Oh, good.
Well, I think this was a fun one for Daisy to put together, and utilizing the light rail is so great because then you don't have to park downtown. I know the theater club does it a lot when they go to shows in town. Gosh, I live in Bonnie Lake now, huh?
It's not your town anymore.
It's not my town anymore. I was born and raised in Seattle, and I don't think I've ever said into town in my life until this moment. Lord have mercy. Gosh, any hooser. So, but I think it's a great utilization. We have the Seahawks are coming up. Their rep has reached out to us for some games, which we're able to utilize the train again. So, I think look out for more stuff like this because it worked out great. So
yeah, it was really easy.
Motion Month. We're almost in the middle of Motion Month. Yesterday I took members, we went on a opportunity to check multiple boxes off of our bingo cards. I personally was able to cross 10,000 steps, take a walk in nature, take a walk with a friend. Well, side note, I made a version for our team. And so one of the squares on our boxes are explore a new trail. So I checked that one off of our Blue Star team member Motion Month card. But it was great. It was a good time. We lucked out with weather. It was raining right before we left and then was like hailing, raining, sleeting, snowing, everything Mother Nature could throw at us. It threw at us after we were back inside. So that was good. But it was great. Walked for an hour, got back. I loved it because I got to stay in my cozy workout clothes all day, which I'll never say no to that opportunity. And then also this week for Motion Month, the culinary team put together a fantastic meatless meal for us. It is is that the ramen?
Yeah, so there's a really beautiful ramen dish. It has several different vegetables, edamame, Japanese eggplant, this really delicious umami broth that Dino has made, and it is absolutely stunning. The picture of it's just picture perfect, and it tastes so good. I was lucky enough to sample a little bite of it the other day. So,
and you can make it vegan if you have it without the egg.
Yeah.
Yes. Good job, Sandy Peace. It is 2 boxes. It is the meatless meal, and then also try, what's the term? Unique?
Try a new vegetable.
A new vegetable.
I think is one of the squares. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was kind of what we were going for.
It does not have fish sauce because I know when
it's vegetarian.
It's vegetarian. and then vegan without the egg. And I know we asked specifically about that. Ish.
It's brothy. It's more like a bowl of ramen.
Yeah.
But it has so many fillings in it. So.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's the leprechauns. Did anyone notice the leprechauns this morning on their way into the lodge?
Perhaps I need to add some more decorations.
Would you like to share about the leprechauns?
Sure. So yesterday we caught these pesky little leprechauns running around the lodge, causing
They're
mischief. Naughty. So we locked them up tight. Don't worry. We really don't think they're going to get out this year. So we've got them, and, tell your friends, come and meet our little leprechaun friends. And don't forget about our St. Patty's Day mixer. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have cookies and games and all sorts of fun decorations. So make sure you come out for that.
There's still a couple of spots left, so please register on MTL if you'd like to come.
Yes.
Meet the author. This is coming up next Saturday in this room here. Noelle Salazar, one of our book clubs, recently read her book. I believe it's called Flight Girls, the one that they read. So this will be a great opportunity. We're going to be able to do some open question and answer with her. So a very unique opportunity to get to sit in a small, intimate setting with an author, and she's local. So we always love supporting local. So please be sure to register. Today is technically the last day to register. So if you're interested in coming, please sign up on MTL. Yes.
For those of us that were originally registered.
Yes.
For the 1, 2, 3 class, are we registered for this? Or do you have to
You have to re-register, but there's plenty of spots left. So if you want, I can help you at the concierge desk afterwards. Yeah, it was unfortunate. She had a illness herself, and then illness in the family, and then, but so far we're good for this one. Knock on wood. Yes. Sound bath experience. I think there's 6 people registered for this one so far. It'll be in Flow. This is an opportunity to cross off the mindfulness experience card on your motion month. Lots of great programming this month, lots of variety. This will be March 22nd from 8:30 to 10. This is one that I think we're going to try a second time, but maybe in an evening time slot for those of our members who are still actively working to try out this experience. So really looking forward to this. This is very different from anything that we've done before, but very excited to find another local partner to be able to help us have this experience at the lodge.
You do have to eat, you have to have the conditions to make it serious because, we sort of get drowsy.
Yeah. Maybe this could be my excuse to finally get a golf cart.
Yeah.
And I can golf cart members home.
Yeah.
Yes. So a sound bath, good question. So a sound bath is using sound bowls, singing bowls. And so it's a practitioner who, I think that's the word I was searching for last week that I couldn't find. She's a practitioner who comes in. You lay on mats and utilize yoga equipment such as bolsters and blocks. And it's just a fully immersive experience. So it's mindfulness, meditation. It really is what you make of it. There is a waiver that has to be signed because the sound vibrations can interact with pacemakers. And so we just want to be fully, make sure that everyone knows what you're signing up for. But it's a very inward, reflective, and my thoughts, beautiful experience. And very relaxing. Daisy, why don't you talk about this one?
Okay, so this is another new one that we're giving a try. The lovely Karen Watson is working on getting her business off the ground. And what she's going to do is she's going to come in and she is going to teach you how to set achievable goals, both overarching ones and day-to-day ones. Basically, her whole idea is just to make sure that you feel like you're accomplishing something. So it's going to be a very talkative event. She wants to really connect with each one of the people that are going to be there. So we're all going to be talking and sharing about what we want to accomplish, how we want to accomplish it. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. We're also going to have some really cute journals and pens, and there will be tea and cakes and things like that for snacks in the morning. So I get to meet with Karen a few days before the event and sort of walk her through and meet her in person. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, I think this will be a really good time. I'm excited to see what she comes up with.
And yet another opportunity to maybe cross something off of our Motion Month boxes.
I think attend a new class. Is a, yes.
Thinking outside the box. Yes.
Curious, what's her background?
She is, she formerly has worked with active adults. And so she is kind of in the second stage of her life. And so she's wanting to do more motivational speaking. She's very active with a couple of groups that she's in. So she's not a licensed practitioner, but she's just somebody who's wanting to come alongside and help us achieve our goals. Well, it's unique. I've met with her personally. She and I spent a couple hours together. I never bring anyone into the facility that I don't personally meet with as a new vendor. And so I was able to sit with her for a while, and I think she has a beautiful vision. I kind of adapted the original proposal a little bit to fit what I think our members will get more out of, if you will. But I think it's going to be great. It's the first time we will be offering this. But I know when Danny was really little, and still, sometimes the to-do lists feel very daunting. And so sometimes I would just put things like shower, drink a glass of water, like, just to see some progress on your goals, so that then those bigger, loftier ones are a little bit more achievable. But goal setting is incredibly important. When I was a teacher, we talked a lot about SMART goals, where you want to make sure that you are creating achievable, measurable goals for yourself, because it's very rewarding when we're able to achieve those small goals, and it helps us motivate us to get to the bigger picture. So very excited about this one. We got moleskin journals. I don't know if you guys are familiar with moleskin journals, but everyone will be able to go home with one of those and all the products. So it'll be a good one. And April Fool's Day, I heard a rumor going around that this was a lie and that people were going to show up. I guarantee that this is happening. This is not an April Fool's in the sense that you show up and there's nothing here. This is an April Fool's event in the thought of a magic show, which is fun. So we have a magician who will be coming. He's going to be going around to each individual table to do close-up magic. And then at the end, we'll be doing a bigger showcase for everyone to participate in. And then we've also partnered with Wanna Cupcake out of Sumner to do some cupcakes that might have a little surprise in them because it's April Fool's. Nothing yucky. I would never give anyone yucky cupcakes because that's just mean. There's no broccoli or spinach or anything that you would never want in a cupcake in them, I promise.
It's a fun surprise,
yeah,
for sure.
It's a fun surprise.
We also have designed with our bartender, Julian, a very delicious signature cocktail. I was able to just sample a little sip, and the way he designed it is to fool your palate. So, you pick it up and it smells like lavender, but it tastes like blueberries, and it is just fantastic. So
we love being able to work with our food and beverage partners. Yes. I don't think he has a phone. I mean, he might. I don't know. I didn't sign like a waiver for an animal to come in our facility, though. So probably not. Except when that lizard guy came, I was thinking about it after the fact, and I was like, probably should have thought a little bit more about having lizards and animals. Yeah, it's true. I'm also sneak peek. I'm for Grandparents' Day in September. I'm going to be bringing the Reptile Man back for a Grandparents' Day event.
So it's like snakes and dogs.
Yes. My favorite, though, there was this tortoise who just made himself at home, and I was really concerned because he just started wandering away, and he wandered out onto the patio. No, oh God, no. No, a tortoise, this huge tortoise, who had a very lovely name that I can't remember right now, but she just started meandering, and I was like, excuse me, sir, your tortoise is running away. He's like, oh, she'll be fine. Just make sure the gates are locked. So then I put myself on tortoise duty, and she just wandered around the patio, had a great time. So yes, so in September, bringing that experience back, so you can bring your grandkids, or if you just want to come and experience the animals yourself. But yeah, sorry, a little segue there, but that'll be a fun one. Before we wrap, for those of you who are in the lodge last couple days, we were excited to have part of our Blue Star family here. Joel, who's our regional VP, was in town. He was able to meet with all of our department heads and myself, and so we are really working on our member satisfaction results and taking those results and activating them. So one of my personal goals for the year is figuring out how do we reach members who have either lived here a long time and just don't come to the club, or maybe they had an experience that wasn't their favorite and so then they've never come back. How do we recapture those people? And so I'm taking it to the streets. So, because if you won't come to us, I'm coming to you and showing you how fabulous we are to get you into the lodge. So when weather is a little bit better, my plan and goal for goal setting is we are going to be doing different activations in each of the neighborhoods. So we will be taking the management team and some of our other team members. It might be a yoga in the streets. It might be, we can't do alcohol off-site because of our permitting, but it might be a mocktails and bites activity. It might be a meet us at the corner of 198th and 191st, and we're going on a walk. It's all going to be different and unique, but this is something that I am here for these members. I am here for you. I am here for our team. And if you're not going to come to us, I'm coming to you. So watch out for that as we get into kind of spring, summer months. And of course, if you come all the time, you can still come to these events. It'll be fun, but this is something I'm very passionate about. So
That's another reason you need a golf cart.
yeah, I know. Maybe this will be my golf cart moment. So I can just start running around the streets with a megaphone. Come to the lodge. We're really great. I'm only this annoying on Saturday mornings. I promise. But yes, so very excited. Yes. So last year,
Because in one of my neighborhoods, we had a mariachi band in the golf cart.
So last year we did a Cinco de Mayo happier hour where they played, I cannot remember the name of the game, but it's like Mexican bingo, I think it was. And so it was set up in the grand living room. And so they did that. So we will be doing something. I just don't know what it exactly looks like. That's a Daisy project. Yay, Daisy.
Yay! Cinco de Mayo.
A Daisy opportunity, not a Daisy.
Yes.
It's a Daisy opportunity. It's a goal for Daisy.
Look, we all have new goals that we're setting.
I love Daisy's goals. They're my favorite. Yes, Neil.
You talked about reaching out to others who have been here for a while. I can think of 3 households where they've been here several years and they hardly ever come. And I'm pretty sure the reason this is up in all 3 cases, there's at least one person who's quite ill, invalid, as a result can't come. So I don't think it's got a lot of cases that has nothing to do with the larger activities. It has to do with what's going on in the home.
Yeah, definitely. And it's, yeah, I appreciate that. So Neil was talking about how some of our members have partners or themselves have some health things going on, which prevents them from coming to the lodge. But, you know, it's another reason that I want to get out and get in the community. We all have servants' hearts on this team and we really care about our membership. And so it's sometimes a hard line where we're the hospitality team, but we all work here because we care and give a damn, pardon my language. But, you know, so that's another reason for us to get out in the community and to be able to connect with members who maybe can't make it to the lodge too. Yeah. Any other questions? Yes, Sandy, peace. I don't know why I always have to go first and last with you. It just rolls off the tongue. Sandy, peace.
Are you still looking for new chef de cuisine or? Okay.
Nope.
He was gonna do it all.
So what the plan, so the question at home was if we're actively recruiting for a chef de cuisine position. This is the first time that we've had 2 front of house managers on our team. And so we are lucky to have Dino, who has the culinary background. And so that's one thing that we're working with Joel here, we're really looking at scheduling and what that looks like so that Dino can be more active on the floor again and be out with the members and he loves cooking demos and things like that, which is great FaceTime. But on a Friday night at dinner, you know, how can we activate him? So this is something that we're mindfully working on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty of someone like Dino being in a director role, is with similar to Daisy, right? Similar with when you have that culinary background, he is the director of the department, but he can focus on the kitchen menu development of the team, making sure that, you know, safety measures are followed, everything like that. And we have Leslie, who has a wonderful hold on our front of house team. So together, it's a different dynamic than we've been used to at the Mantle before. And so because previous, we had a director of food and beverage and an executive chef. And so we now still have two fantastic power players, but just with different skill sets. And so I think that's part of what we've been coming to terms with, is we don't need an executive chef because we have somebody that has this skill set. It's just reworking how we've been used to how the Mantle was before. Yes, we're evolving. And if you all know me by now, I like to shake things up. So that's what we're doing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then if you're around next week, I would encourage you to come to the Mantle, because you're going to be seeing a lot more of Mr. Fabulous Dino out on the floor next week. So hint, hint, come to dinner. It's going to be fun. Any other questions?
Oh, last day of our health and hygiene drive.
Yes.
White River community outreach is going on out here right now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be here at 1 o'clock, so that's time to get to Costco and buy a 30-roll.
I don't even know if they're open yet. Oh, 1 minute. Quick, go.
Right now.
Yeah.
We've had a pretty good response, and it's going to make a major impact on those folks that are going to end up getting with it. And Cindy Orcott, who runs the organization, has said that she's received quite a bit through Amazon.
Awesome.
And so we really appreciate that.
Good, good.
Still got time, but after 1 o'clock today.
Take him to Skip's house. Our office smells beautifully soapy. So to summarize for everyone at home, the reminder is that Trilogy serves us here until 1, doing their donation collection for the White River Community Outreach Program. I'm excited to see the final numbers. I know Ted sent me a snapshot last week of the collections that were brought, so looking forward to seeing that after today. Yes, Ron.
Can I make an announcement about this?
Sure.
So we're excited, Children's is excited about our big fundraiser on May 20th. The good news is that it's sold out, but don't take that as bad news, because if you haven't registered, get on the wait list, because people inevitably, their plans change, they're not able to do that. So feel free to do that. We have, as of this morning, 26 experiences, and we were really looking for those. We may even make it up to 30. So we're still gathering it, but we have a really exciting roster. We have a lot of fun gift baskets and some services. It's going to be a fun time, and we've got some surprises that we'll tell you about the day of the event. So please, yes.
Do we have an opportunity to do an online auction for those of us that aren't attending? At least we can participate in.
It's an interesting idea. Mm-hmm.
Way to make a lot more money.
What we did last year is we asked that if you had something you wanted, if you find somebody that was going and do the bidding for you, whether or not we can have, somebody on the phone talking to you.
Ooh, PBS style.
What do you do it from your computer? Even Club Pavilion does all their auctions online. You can go to their auctions physically, but they have a way for you to sit at home and bid on horses and cows and whatever else that they're auctioning.
We still have time. Part of it is just the people power, being the committee, very limited number of resources. But yeah, if we could do that.
I just think you could raise a lot more money if you had, because only so many people can attend the event.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. The other thing is everybody will get the catalog in advance so they can take a look at it. So if we can't do it by computer, at least you have a chance to go, and then ask a neighbor.
I don't know anybody who goes, me personally, so I'm not in the community a lot. So that's why I think
Okay.
For a lot of people that want to see the action scenes going on and maybe bid on something, here's an opportunity to increase revenue. And maybe you have a year to research how to do that, something like that. Go out to Eden Claw and ask them what the program they're using for their online auction and put the pieces together.
We'll take that under advisement, but it's a great suggestion. Thank you.
Perfect. Last but not least, Easter is available for reservations. I don't have the slide in here, but we'll have our Easter buffet brunch situation, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 1 o'clock seating. So reservations are available on Open Table for that. And I'll preview the menu more next week. I guess last minute thought, because that's what I do.
Speaking of Easter,
Oh, Barney.
you know what you call 100 bunny rabbits locked arm in arm walking backward?
Hold on. I have to repeat for everyone at home. What do you call 100 bunny rabbits hopping, locked arms, hopping back and forth? Backwards.
It's called a receding hairline.
It's a receding hairline. It's a good one.
That was a good one.
Perfect. Well, thank you, everyone. We'll